Yo, what's up guys? In this week's video, we're going to talk about how to take your lighting from this to this. Welcome back to the channel. Last week we talked about the Sony a7S III and all of its brand new features, which you can take a look at by clicking this link above. But you can't just have a great camera body. When you have only a great camera body, you also have to supplement it with 1, good audio, which we're not talking about today, but 2, great lighting. And I honestly believe good lighting is one of the most crucial items to really take the look of your videos to the next level. So in today's video, we're gonna be talking about 3 different light setups that range from roughly $50 to about $450 USD. If you guys wanna check out any of the products I mentioned in this video, I'll be leaving the links down below. And while you're down there, feel free to subscribe and hit the bell. And if you enjoyed today's video, feel free to leave a thumbs up. It helps out the channel a ton. Alright guys, for setup number 1, we are just talking about something that you've all probably seen before. This is the ring light. A lot of people use these ring lights for selfies and also doing makeup, but it can be a huge tool for, shooting videos just like these. In this current situation, I have the ring light right in front of me, and I have it bouncing off my white ceiling, and it actually helps make the light look a little bit softer, a little bit more natural. If I were to point it directly at my face, it would look really bright and harsh. But this light comes in at $59 USD, so this is the cheapest option out of the 3 setups that we're talking about today. Some of the good features about this light is it has brightness adjustment, so you can go all the way from 0 to 100%. There's a little knob on the back, and you can actually adjust the color temperature as well. So you can have a really cool white, more toward the blue end of the spectrum, or you can actually warm that up and make it more like amber or orange. Some of the drawbacks of this light though is there's really not a whole lot of ways to control where the spread of the light is going. It's a very bright and just really dispersed light compared to some of the other options today. And also the build quality is not very good. So if you're needing to travel with lights, this is not a good option. It's basically made out of plastic, and you bang it up and hit a few things, it's not gonna last for very long. But even though it isn't very portable and the build quality isn't great, you really can't beat the price, because this is definitely a cheaper light, and as long as you're using it in a more of a studio setting like this, it should work perfectly for your needs if this is all your budget allows for. Now let's take a look at setup number 2. Setup number 2 is a set of 3, they're called Mount Dog softboxes. There are actually a ton of different brands on Amazon, but this is the particular brand that I had bought. They come in a pack of 3, and they come around $99 USD on Amazon right now. Obviously, the color looks way better than the ring lights. Also, it has these individual bulbs right here, which are somewhat nice. You gotta be careful with these though, easily breakable, and you're not really supposed to touch the actual bulb part with your hands because of oils on your skin. But these are only one color, so they come in at 5500 Kelvin, but they're 135 watts, so they get pretty bright. But they're also not the most color accurate compared to some more expensive lights that you can pick up. One of the best parts about this light is it comes in a big large box with a big diffusion panel in the front, so it makes this light naturally softer compared to having to bounce the ring light off of the ceiling to get that sort of same look. Another drawback of this light is there really is no way to control the direction of the light, so therefore you're getting a lot of background wash on my walls. So it really takes out the color in the lights on the walls, and it really basically bleeds into the entire room, versus the next light that we're going to talk about that has a grid on it to actually control how that light's being spread around. The build quality on these lights aren't super great, but they're also not terrible at the same time. They're made out of a plastic material, and when you pull the bulbs out, you can actually fold up the lights, and a lot of times I'll wrap up the power cable around the light and store them that way. This particular set actually comes with a carry bag, which is nice, but I broke the carry bag within the second day of owning these lights. So, take that for what it's worth. If you're not gonna be traveling with these lights and you're gonna be in a studio setting, for the price of $99 for a pack of 3 of these, they're actually really great. All right, let's move on to the last setup, setup number 3. All right, setup number 3, this is the last setup, and this is a setup that I use for all of my YouTube videos so far. My main light here is the Nanlite Forza 60 light, but I also have a bonus light in this setup, which is the Aperture MC. I use it as a fill light for the side of my face here. The Nanlite is naturally a soft light due to the large dome that I have on it. The dome actually adds space in between, and then there's a big diffusion sheet in front, so it makes it a very soft light. That way it's not harsh and it looks really natural on the skin. The Nanlite also has the brightness controls like the first ring light, but it does not have the temperature control. When it comes to a light that's really this great, you don't need that temperature control because the light is super accurate. So you can set your white balance on your camera to match the light, and it really comes out great. Another great feature of this light is you can actually control the fan on the light itself. So there is a built-in fan which is a little bit loud when it's running, but whenever I go to record my videos, I can actually pop up to the back of the light and actually toggle the fan off. That way it's completely silent. It's not getting picked up by my microphone, and there's no extra noise in the background that can really just make the audio sound pretty bad. The build quality is also great on this light. The arm that actually connects it to the light stands is like a solid metal, has great knobs and stuff like that, and just the chassis of the light itself is also metal, so it's really built to last. But when I travel with this light, I don't have to worry about if I hit it on something or anything like that it's gonna break. An added bonus of this light is it does come with its own carrying case. It's a nice padded case, and it can fit the light, a dome, and all of the power accessories, and there's also a big pocket in the front to where I can put other accessories for the light if I need. Another great feature of this light is a bunch of built-in effects. So it has 3 different strobe effects, 2 different storm effects, has a TV effect, and it also has a bad bulb effect. So if you want to do some creative video work, try to get some cool looking effects, those are already built in, and so they're super useful if you ever have a time where you need to use those. One of the only downsides I can think of for this light is the cost, obviously. With a higher quality light like this, it's going to be more expensive. The dome and the light together are about $408, but honestly, for the build quality, the size, the portability, especially the carrying case that it comes with, it actually comes with a carrying case for the dome too. So, I mean, you can't really go wrong. It's pretty cheap comparative to other lights that are similar. It does seem like a pretty big upfront cost, but it really is beneficial to the quality of your videos. And just in general, having a light like this that you know is not gonna fail you, you can take it anywhere and you know it's reliable, it's definitely worth the money in my opinion. I highly recommend this Nanlite Forza 60 if your budget allows to spring for it. It is great. The bonus light that I'm using over here that I talked about earlier is the Aperture MC light. This is a super tiny light, but it packs a punch. So the best part about this light is I can control it with a phone app called Sidus Link. So it actually connects via Bluetooth. I can control the intensity of the light. I can control the color temperature, so if I want a cooler white or a warmer white, just like the ring light. Or I can even actually have color, so it has RGB built in, and it also has a bunch of effects as well. This light comes in at $106. If you compare it with any of these other lights, it's a great asset to have. It also wireless charges, and it's got magnets on the back, so you can stick it to just about anything that's metal. If you have a little bit of extra money to spring for another light, it's a great secondary light to pair with any of these other first lights. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Those were the 3 light setups that I had for you today. I hope I was able to give you some insight, and hopefully you can think about what works best for your situation. I know a lot of people have different price points to work from, so I hope this really gave you some options. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any other lights that I didn't cover in this video that you think work great. I'm always looking for new things, and if it can provide value to other people that are watching this channel, I think it'd be great to have. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video, and we'll catch you in the next one.